Have you ever considered the connection between biblical prophecies and world events? Today we dive into a fascinating interpretation of the 10 kings mentioned in the book of Daniel, chapter 7. This prophecy speaks of 10 kings who shall rise, and another following them, known as the little horn. The intriguing aspect of this prophecy is the suggestion that these 10 kings are sequential, that they rise one after the other. The little horn, the 11th, rises after them all. This interpretation suggests that these kings must rise through an election process, thereby implying a democratic system. It is also suggested that the rise of these kings coincides with the rise of the beast from the sea, interpreted here as America's entry into World War II. So, who are these 10 kings? According to this interpretation, they are American presidents, starting with Franklin D. Roosevelt, who was in office during World War II. Following him, we have Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and finally, Barack Obama. These are the 10 kings, the leaders of the free world, who rose sequentially since the Second World War. Then comes the little horn, the 11th, interpreted here as Donald Trump. But what about the 3 horns mentioned in the prophecy that are ripped out? These are believed to be the presidents who left office early: Franklin D. Roosevelt, who died in office, John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated, and Richard Nixon, who resigned. This interpretation of the 10 Kings prophecy provides a unique perspective on American history and its presidents. It connects biblical prophecy with real-world events, offering a different lens through which to view the past. It's a thought-provoking interpretation, regardless of whether one sees it as coincidence or divine orchestration. To summarize, this interpretation of the 10 Kings prophecy in the book of Daniel suggests that the 10 kings are sequential American presidents, starting with Franklin D. Roosevelt and ending with Barack Obama. The little horn is interpreted as Donald Trump, while the 3 horns ripped out represent the presidents who left office early: Franklin D. Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, and Richard Nixon. This prophecy is seen as starting with America's entry into World War II, tying biblical prophecy with historical events in a compelling way.